This is Claude Cowork for beginners. We're going to cover what Claude Cowork is in plain English and how different it is from a normal AI chatbot. Then we're going to set it up and have one real task done live so that you can see the payoff. You're going to learn how to use it from start to finish, and you don't need to know how to code, and there's not going to be any jargon. Stick with me to the end and you will run your first real task today. I'm Al. I train business owners and teams to use AI without the overwhelm. My whole mission is to make this stuff simple for people. So what exactly is Cowork? Most people meet AI as a chat box, and you type in a question and then it types back. It's really helpful, but you still do all the work. You copy, you paste. Cowork is a little different. This is an AI that sits beside you and it does the work with you. It connects with your tools, it opens your files, it builds your documents, and it runs tasks across apps while you watch. There are three things that make Cowork different from a normal chat. It can connect to your real tools like Gmail, your calendar, and your files. And it can create actual files that you can keep, like Word documents, spreadsheets, and slides. And it runs multi-step tasks, not just one answer at a time. So instead of asking how to write an invoice, you can say, make me an invoice for this client, and it builds the file. That is a shift. Let's get you set up. I'm keeping this simple. Step 1, open Claude Cowork. You do need the desktop app for this. Step 2, the first thing you need to know is the folder. Cowork works inside of a folder on your computer. It doesn't have to, but this is where it can read your files and save its work. You can also pick the folder, and you want to pick the folder because you don't want Claude deciding for you, because then you're going to have to try and find it. So I'm going to select one for this demo, and it's going to be called demo. Here it is. It's my demo file that I just put on my desktop specifically to show folks how to use Claude Cowork. Go back into the task window and select work in a project or a folder. Select the one that you just created, and for me, it's this demo. It's going to ask you if Claude can change the files in this demo, and I just say allow. So now you can see that demo is in the window. Now, all the files that are in this demo folder, I can ask questions or have it grab information from any of the files. I can create the invoice from here too, because it has all the context in this folder. So let's say, find the summary of the services available. It's going to look through all the files in that folder. You can see on the right hand side under the demo, it lists all the different files that are in the folder. On another video, I'll tell you how to create the Claude.file, which is the working memory that Claude needs so that it knows how to operate based on your needs. So here it is. They found it. This is the summary of the services offered, and Cowork essentially went into my folder and checked out all the files in there and outputted the information that I was asking for. Step 3 in Cowork is what's called connectors. This is how Cowork plugs into your tools. Go over to the left-hand side under Customize and then hit Connectors. You can see the list of all the connectors that I currently have. You can search for them, but you can also browse connectors. This is essentially the connectors that Anthropic has allowed, and you can see there are a ton of connectors. You've got Canva, Figma, Asana, Notion, Slack, HubSpot, Miro, Zoom, Granola. There's just a ton that you can connect to. I am going to keep it light today, but in my next video, I will show you a full connector set. The next thing I'm going to show you is Claude Skills. Claude Skills is one of the things that you can set up from the beginning based on any repetitive task that you are going to need to do on a regular basis. You go to the left-hand side, hit Custom, and then you can hit Skills. I've got a list of mine already, but you can definitely search any existing skills that you might have, but you can hit the plus sign and you can browse skills, and then you can see that any of the existing ones that Anthropic has made already. If none of them work for you, you can definitely create your own skill by hitting plus sign again and then create your own skill. You can create with Claude, write your own skill, or upload a skill. Caution when you're uploading skills from third party or from external providers. Sometimes they have malware in there called prompt injections, and it can actually steal all your information. So you really want to make sure that the source that you're getting it from is reputable. So that's one way of creating a Claude skill. The other way is to just be in the conversation. In the new task, you can hit /skill creator and then describe what you want for the skill to be created. Alternatively, if you're working in a conversation for a while and you feel like this can be turned into a skill, you can just invoke this skill creator and it'll make the skill for you. This is probably the better way because you've refined it, and then based on that refinement, you've discovered that a skill can be created. Either way works. Through the skill creator, Claude will ask you a series of questions to ensure that it's getting the right information for the skill to be created. This is the essential setup in a nutshell. You've got your folder, you've got your skills, and then you've got your connector. Now I'm going to ask Cowork to build me a one-page welcome sheet for a new coaching client. Watch what happens. I'm not going to copy and paste anything. I'm just going to describe what I want. I said build a one-page welcome sheet for a new coaching client. After a few minutes, it's generated this Word document. And from here, you can edit it. You can make it shorter. You can make any changes, add the booking link, whatever you need. Just remember, I didn't write that document, I just described what I wanted. Once you're comfortable, try these 3 beginner tasks this week. You can even ask it to draft a document that you often make, like a proposal or an invoice. You can ask it to summarize a long file that you don't want to read, and even ask it to turn rough notes into something clean and finished, and then save it into your folder or your client file. Just start something small, pick one task that you already do on a weekly basis, and then just hand it over. And that's exactly how you will build trust with the tool. So now you learned what Claude Cowork does, how it's different, and how to set it up.